This patch has completely changed the meta. The new rune system and massive update on all the boots has created some extremely unbalanced champions. I've spent all my time watching and studying the best Chinese players from the Chinese server and testing everything to give you the best information possible so you can dominate on the new season. So let's get started with my 4.3 tier list. Starting off with the mid lane. With the introduction of Berserker Greaves, I immediately thought Yasuo and Yone would be overpowered. Now that the attack speed boots are out, Yone and Yasuo are stronger than I could have even predicted. So they will both share the top spot as the god tier champion in the mid lane. All you need to do to get your first ability cooldown to 1.3 seconds is attack speed boots, Solari Charge Blade, and the new Alacrity rune. This makes Yasuo and Yone unbelievably OP very early into the game. You want to start with a longsword and look for a base as soon as you can get your attack speed boots with 900 more gold. You're already in your first big power spike, and you can look for solo kills by stacking Lethal Tempo and Conqueror. Your DPS is extremely high, and buying boots this early on gives you a lot of mobility to chase down your victims or to escape ganks. Once you finish your Solari Charge Blade, you will be the strongest champion in the game with your first ability cooldown being only 1.3 seconds, and you can use that to snowball. Mages have also been buffed quite hard because of the broken new mage boots, so pick up Orianna, Vex or Veigar if that's more your style. In the support role, we have Soraka as the god tier champion. This patch, Riot took the one weakness that Soraka had and completely removed it. Now Soraka can constantly heal her team on an extremely low cooldown with no punishment other than mana. So pick up a tier and you can stay in lane forever. She completely counters any poke champions or any poke comps, and you can position extremely safe versus engaged champions because it's no longer important to hit your first ability. So make sure you're maxing your heal first and being the best ambulance on the Rift. The new rune and boot changes have also benefited Soraka, further increasing her healing and lowering her cooldowns. In the Baron lane, Ornn continues to dominate. Ornn was the best champion last patch, and even though he had a slight nerf this patch, it won't be enough to dethrone him as the king of the solo lane. His burst damage in lane is still insane, and he becomes too tanky in the late game while providing one of the best engage abilities in the game with his ultimate. After the Holdbreaker nerfs, it's easy for Ornn to just push out his lane and roam with his ultimate to catch out enemies. In the ADC role, we once again have Ezreal. It seems like he's on this list every single patch as the god tier champion, but he just keeps getting stronger. Ezreal is one of the most diverse champions, and the new rune options complement his kit very well. He's also one of the best users of First Strike rune, giving him even more options for his keystone. He has many choices for build. He can either go Manamune or Essence Reaver Rush, and both are very good choices. He can go tankier with Iceborne Gauntlet or full damage with Trinity Force. He also does a mix of magic damage and physical damage, which is even more important this patch because of the boot changes. If enemies go mercs to reduce magic damage, you still do physical damage, and if they go armor boots to reduce physical damage, you still do a lot of magic damage. Finally, for jungle, the strongest champions have gotten even stronger, specifically Khazix. The new runes and item changes have helped Khazix and other lethality assassins do insane damage. Blue Kayn and Zed are also dominating in the jungle. But Khazix 1v1 dueling is very strong, which makes his invades very scary. And the new Duskblade passive works great with his resets on his jump. He can clean up fights so well. His assassinations with all the lethality he gets are insane. He also completely destroys isolated objectives like Dragons, Herald and Baron, taking them extremely quickly. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more Wild Rift content. Thank you so much for watching and good luck in the new season.